Hello friends, this is lecture number 49 on the history of the English language. We have seen that the sound changes during the Middle English period. There we saw the vowels. The great vowels, 7 great vowels were reduced to 5. Now the question remains even now. Question means there is a dispute among academic circles whether there are 7 vowels or 20 vowels or 5 vowels. See, if you quoting the authority of Daniel Jones, we can say we have 20 vowels, 12 pure vowels and 8 diphthongs, and we have only 5 vowel letters, A, E, I, O, U. So they are vowel letters and not vowel sounds. And the factor that determines the use of A or an depends on vowel sound and not vowel letter. For example, we don't say an university, but we say a university. We don't say an ear, but we say a ear. Because a university. We don't say an university. We don't say an university. Because ya is a consonant sound, therefore university. Understand? So spelling will not help you in such cases. Alright, when you come into grammar, we find that most of the changes that took place during the Middle English period, they were for simplifying English grammar. You remember the noun. Nouns were, there were 2 declensions, means 2 groups, strong and weak. Then there were 3 numbers. Then S, that is 2 numbers, singular and plural, and pronouns they had another number, dual number, and then we had so number, gender, case, and also strong and weak declensions. So it's what we can say cumbersome, or we can say complex, but some such word you can use for that. But when you come to Middle English period, you see, take the example of noun, and you will see that noun retained only 2 case settings. One is plural, and that is, boy, boys. Then that is boys. Girl, girls. I took this example also, so there should be no discrimination. That's very girls. Understand? And now we have got the next one is possessive singular. Possessive singular. That is boy apostrophe S and girl apostrophe S. These are the only 2 case settings as far as noun is concerned. Now you will find exceptions. For example, mice. Mice is an expression. Mice. Singular is mouse. And then you will also find feet. Feet. Such exceptions are there. Foot. Now here what happens is the vowel changes. You are making plural from singular by a vowel change. Vowel change, or you call it mutation. Mutation of the word. Mutation. Vowel mutation. What is a mutative plural? Mutative plural. Now these names, see, those people who are studying English as a second language, they may not know these names. But being students of the history of the English language, we must know this. Understand? And again you will find there are some Old English survivals, plural, N plural. This is that. You have got oxen, oxen. Then you have mixed plurals, children. See? And in poems you will find kind. So children is mixed plural, right? And then you have got see that in Shakespeare, at the time of Shakespeare, you will find N plurals like this. Fawn, that is fawn, instead of force, F-O-E-S. Fawn for force. Foe, enemy. Yes, enemy. And then you have got, in Shakespeare you have got iron instead of ice. Iron. E-Y-E-N. Hosen. Iron for ice. Hosen for horses. Hosen. See that? N plural. See? Hosen. And then again you have got other examples like neen instead of knees, and you have shoon for shoes, shoon for the shoes. Now this neen, K-N-W-N, neen for knees, but those things have already disappeared. But now in general use, N plural you find only in oxen. No other, the other plurals strange and they have already disappeared. 16th century, as I have just now said, Shakespeare used it. But now, say, like a horse and kine and also. And some poets even now use kine. Kine is a word that is used. Otherwise, general use, in general use you have only one N plural and that is ox. And brethren also. Brethren is then, and children, that is mixed plural use. So, in effect, what you can see is there is only one plural ending generally, that is S. And S or ES, that depends on the spelling, isn't it? Otherwise, the other things are very rare, mixed plurals, brother and children, and then horse and kine and iron, these things are already shown, these things have already disappeared. Or what the N plural, one of the N plurals that is now generally used is ox. Understand? Then another peculiarity of Old English now is what is called his genitive. His genitive. That's very interesting. His genitive. His genitive. Genitive means possessive. Genitive or possessive. That's what I told you. These are names used during Old English period in imitation of Latin grammar. So much, lot of things that we follow even today, this is according to the rules laid down by the Latin grammarians. That's a point that you have to note. See, when you come to, I have already given lectures on traditional grammar, IC analysis, fresh structure grammar, and transformational generative grammar. So the grammar, development of grammar, that starts from traditional grammar, and then there is a criticism, a critique of. We start the study of modern linguistics with a critique of that is Latin, that is traditional grammar, because traditional grammar depends on, it was prescriptive, it was normative and prescriptive, not as we have today, descriptive. Today grammar is descriptive, the other is prescriptive, prescribing. Doctor prescribes, no, there is some medicines, means he orders. Some legislative, these are the terms used for traditional grammar. But now it's not like that. Now, about traditional his genitive. Now, what is that then? It's a very interesting peculiarity of the period is this. When you find that in Middle English, you have got ES genitive, and that is unaccented. The Middle English genitive, ME, Middle English is ME. The ME genitive in ES, that is unaccented. Means there is just not stressed, that is what is meant. See, in the case you have got this, you have a thing like this now. Stone, then stonish, stonish, stone. You remember the Old English form stan. Stanus, isn't it? And by spelling again the stone is. So, stone is plural. So, what happens is that it is unaccented. That's it. There are many stones here. See that? So, what happened is, after some time, this was written as two separate words, stone is. And then people thought that this is contraction of his. Is a short contraction of his people do. And therefore what happened is that, see, Shakespeare has lines like this: gainest the count his galleys, I did some service. Gainest the count his galleys, I did some service. So what happened in this is that they misunderstood. People misunderstood that is a short form of or a contracted form of his. And then once they had this idea, they started writing his separately. So instead of gainest the count's galleys, I did some service. Instead of that, gainest the count his galleys. It would have been counts, C-O-U-N-T apostrophe S. See that? And again you have got lines like in, you see Shakespeare uses lines like this: in characters as read as Mars, his service. In characters as read as Mars, his service. This ought to be Mars's. So this must come here. Mars's service. Instead of saying Mars's service, he said Mars his service. Illogical statement. Or a modern equivalent I can tell you like this: boy his work. Boy his work. It ought to be boy's work. Boy's work. So this is called the his genitive. See, instead of apostrophe S or just S or IS or ES, spelling that can be, you cannot definitely say this was the spelling used at that time, this is the spelling, because spelling all these things was fixed by Dr. Johnson in the 18th century. Fixation, appeal to authority. There is a whole chapter called the appeal to authority. And then we will see how the fixation took place. Standardizing, not standard, standardizing the language. Fixing the language. So till then, it was free for all, so to say. Although there were some limitations like that. So this is what it is. Instead of saying counts galleys, he says count his galleys. Instead of saying Mars's service, Mars his service. So this was already. Instead of saying boy his work, instead of saying boy's work, that is an equivalent I am just showing you. It looked like that. Or girl hair dance. Girl hair dance. Instead of girls dance, girl hair dance. If you say like that. Because most of the time it was his. That's why I used this example. So, men their work instead of the men's work. See, did you get the point? So in this case, what happens is, so you can see man his wisdom. Man his wisdom. This is his genitive. His genitive. That comes from the misunderstanding. Instead of this, today we have got to man's wisdom. So what happens is, man his wisdom is an illogical sequence. So people really worry. But then, as usual, the authority Dr. Johnson, he said that this is his genitive is not a contraction of his. Once and for all, he said. And he gave examples. Woman's beauty. Virgin's delicacy. This is what he said. His examples are like this. Woman's beauty and virgin's delicacy. But till then, what would they say? Woman or man his woman her beauty. But instead of that we have got woman's beauty and virgin's delicacy. Understand? Woman's beauty. Woman's beauty. and virgin's delicacy. Understand? See that? So woman's beauty and as I said, it is an illogical thing. His boy, his work. Man, his duty. Man's duty. But actually what happens is that even this apostrophe is not required. Because apostrophe in a way misleads you that something is missing here. And what is missing here is H. So it's not required, but it has become conventional. So the error is still there. Even in modern English you will find this error. And that is what we call apostrophe. When you have used an apostrophe, that means something is missing there. Then what can miss here? The H. So that misunderstanding even now continues, although it has become the convention. Understand that? Yes. So that is about noun. So noun, we can say, lost all the unnecessary forms and so on. It has only two forms. One is the singular, the plural S and the genitive apostrophe S. Now what happened is that it was written like this, stones. It was written like this, stones. Then this was unstressed. So people started writing stone separately, is. So misunderstood. Is the contraction of his. So you have got the count his. The count his galleys. Instead of the counts galleys. Understand? Now today we use this apostrophe S, but that apostrophe itself is a continuation of a misunderstanding and an error, but it has become conventional. So we can't do anything. See? Because it was finally decided by Dr. Johnson. Right? Okay. Now about plural, you have only 99% cases you have the S plural or the ES plural. ES is spelling. Now the variation is spelling. There are mixed plurals like brother and children. And then you have got mutated plurals. You have got a number of them, like mice and mouse, mice, then foot, feet, then such plurals and foreign plurals. But that we don't consider it now. That is when you take a study of plural, foreign plurals. And then you have got the N plural. N plural was used by Shakespeare, iron, ice. So the iron, that's a good example. Joseph used iron. Smaller fowls make an melody. And then he said, iron open. Opening their eyes. But they cannot go to sleep. Just so wonderful a time. April. April is the showers, sweet showers. For TSL it is the coolest month. Let's forget. Then that's not the time to discuss such things here. Okay. Then what about adjectives? Oh, in adjectives what happened is that all the number, gender, then case distinction simply disappear. See that? Every. Now what do you see? Because if you want to know that, you see, just take Hindi. Then you will see now. You have got the अच्छा लड़का, अच्छे लड़के, अच्छी लड़की. See that? Number, gender, everything. You don't have it. You don't say good boy, goody girl, and then for plural you don't say gooda is men or woman like that. Nothing of this. Good is good. Bad is bad. That's all. That's the end of it. Nothing more than nominative, genitive. You remember now, old English period. Now what worries, I don't know the worry, but it's about comparative and superlative. In most cases, we have got, if the word is a single syllable word, monosyllable speech. Monosyllabic word. Then the singular, comparative and superlative, er, est. Isn't it? Just as we have fast, faster, fastest. Isn't it? And then you have got slow, slower, slowest. Clever, clever, cleverest. Like that. Simple. But if it is more than, then you can use more and most. That is more beautiful, most beautiful. So, more hardworking, most hardworking. We don't say hardworkinger, hardworkingest. But in Shakespeare's thing, double superlative, double comparative is quite common. That's why, this was the most unkindest cutout. Some people, modern grammarians, will look at it and they frown. Double superlative, that's not allowed. Just allowed in 16th century. That's the way. Understand? Then more stronger, quite okay. And those days, quite okay. But then you have got what do you call it, this, when all the distinctions relating to other aspects disappeared. All what we had, this and this double, use of double superlative and double comparative. And after some time people understood this is illogical. There's no point in saying like this. And so, Shakespeare used it, Shakespeare's time, 16th century. It was very common because they want to stress it now. The unkindest cut of all. Yes. Or you can say the most cruelest person I have ever seen. Most cruelest person. See, I haven't seen more cleverer people than you. In 16th century I guess, but not now. Understand? So then, I think that we will wind up today because 2 points I have already given you. One is about noun, simplification of noun, and the plurals, and also the his genitive. His genitive is points could be a question for your UGC net and so on. When you have, well, that's a strange thing, and you can see how it developed, and also a very, very clever question can be asked based on apostrophes. How did this apostrophe come in? Apostrophe came in because of a misunderstanding. Because when we say did not know, did not. But when we say did, see that. So something is missing here. Oh. In that case, when you say his, the boy, his ability. So this is how, in even Middle English period, in Shakespeare's time they used his, because they thought that possessive is his genitive is called. But then after some time we found out that it is not that, and so boys. When boy, then what happens is that? Oh, then it looks like you as plural. So probably again that apostrophe as this is missing. So the misunderstanding that this is missing. Another very interesting feature of modern English is possessive is what we call group genitive. What is group? Group work, group discussion, Then what is group genitive? For example, we say the King of England's son. The King of England. This is a group. England's son. So you mark the genitive at the end of a group of words. See? The writer of the book's name. The writer of the book's name. The writer of the book's name. So we are giving it at the end of it. You got that point now. That is group genitive means group genitive. And you have got again another very interesting thing, that is, and you have got somebody else's hat sometimes. This is somebody else's hat. This is somebody else is high. It's called group genitive. Very often it happens. Yes. We can say nowadays we can say the somebody else has had. Then we can say the students writer of the book's name. You can make one like this. The editor of the papers. Editor of the papers account. Yes. Editor of the paper, say newspaper account. Like that you can make your some interesting group genitives. I think it is clear. I can wind up. One, noun. I told you about noun. Noun sorry, two forms. One is plural, the other is genitive of the singular. Then you have also got another genitive called group genitive. That is at the end of the group of words you mark genitive. Then you have got his genitive, that's a misunderstanding. And then you have another point is that about adjective. Adjectives are only two different forms, that is comparative and superlative. Comparative monosyllables, it is ERES, EST, and in more than one, that is disyllabic words, and there's polysyllabic words, means many syllables. You usually use more and most. Shakespeare's time there were doubling, like most unkindest, more unkinder, and like that. If we can have most unkindest, we can also have more unkinder. So like that. But now these days we find that it is illogical, and therefore we do not use such expressions. Okay? I hope that this is enough for you today, because this is grammar and this is Middle English grammar, and for ordinary people this knowledge is not required. It's laymen, they don't require this knowledge, but those interested in study of language, history of language and so on, it's good to know this. See, when you are thinking about, now you got an idea, now you got an authority, you can say like this. See, this is, somebody says that's why Shakespeare has used most unkindest word. You can answer, you can give a very reasonable answer to that. Saying that this is 16th century, it was used, and then it was in the end of 17th century, beginning of 18th century, that is Dr. Johnson's time, that all these things were fixed. Like that. As a teacher, of course, we should know these things, and I hope you have been enjoying my classes, and if you have not a problem in understanding my classes, and with this optimistic note, and as I already said, I have already told you, I am lecturing on many areas, giving lectures in many areas. For example, post-colonial studies, then linguistics, phonetics, and then you have got criticism, cultural studies, history of language, and criticism I have from Aristotle right up to present day I am doing the preface to Shakespeare by Dr. Johnson. So what I would suggest is that if my lectures are useful to you, you subscribe. So that the moment, because yesterday I took a class on this preface to Shakespeare, but today I am taking it on the history of the English language. Tomorrow, sometimes it may be some other topic, I don't know, as it comes. So, those of you who are viewing me, my lectures, and listening to my lectures, and you tell your friends also, if these are useful to you, to subscribe, because they will immediately get an alert to you. They will get the information that I have put out I have uploaded a lecture on such and such topic. If these are useful to you, I think some use will be there. There is nothing in this world that has no use at all. Therefore, I think that some use definitely students will be getting, some benefit they will be getting from my lectures also. Okay? So with this optimistic note, I conclude. Bye bye. Have a nice time. Weekends tomorrow and day after tomorrow. You can enjoy your life. It's okay. See you again.